Hi, I'm Susan, and this is what I'm making today. Today I'm participating in a fall dessert challenge, and it's hosted by Ellie of DIY From House to Home Kitchen. Be sure and check out her channel. I'll have it listed in my description box down below, and I'll have the playlist listed as well. I can't wait to see what everyone's made. I found this recipe in some of my mom's stuff, and there's no telling how old it is. And it calls for a half a cup of shortening, and I used butter Crisco because I figured the flavor would be good. And probably when this recipe came out, there was no butter Crisco, because I remember when butter Crisco first came out, I was in high school. I creamed my Crisco very well, and now I'm going to gradually add 1 cup of granulated sugar. After I added in the last of my sugar, I let that cream and mix very well, scraping down my bowl in between a time or two. Now I want to add 2 eggs that I've beaten, and I'm going to add 1 cup of cooked pumpkin, and I just use pure pumpkin out of the can. Now I'm going to let that mix really well, and while it's mixing, I'm going to sift together 2 cups of sifted flour. So I've already sifted this flour once, and then I measured it. And then I'm going to sift it now with 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, 2.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and I like to grate my own, and 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. Now I use kosher salt, and it doesn't go through the sifter very well, so I just sprinkle that and a little bit of the grated nutmeg that didn't go through just over the top. Now I'm going to scrape down my bowl again, and I'm just going to add in my flour mixture and mix it till it's just combined. I don't want to overmix it. As you can see, I've got flour all over me. Now I'm finished with my mixer, and I'm just going to clean off my paddle, and I'm going to stir down what little bit of flour that's left. And to that, I'm going to stir in with my spatula 1 cup of raisins and 1 cup of nuts. I'm using walnuts, but you can use pecans if you want. Now I'm going to drop them by the cookie scoopful. It's said to use a greased baking sheet, but I just used my cookie mats. I love these things. And I have my oven preheating at 350 degrees. And it said to cook them for 15 minutes, but it only took 13 in mine. And they're almost, you just want to cook them till they're firm and they didn't give. It's almost like a cake. After they cooled, I've got 2 cups of powdered sugar, a tablespoon of fresh squeezed lemon juice, and a tablespoon of grated lemon zest. And you want just enough. You can use cream or milk. I've always been a cream girl. And just keep adding it until it's a spreading consistency. Now that I got my icing to where I want it, I just go over the cookies. If I could only work this fast in real life, I'd get a lot done. And these weren't all of the cookies. There's another tray next to them. Now they're all iced. And they are like a a cake consistency. They're really good. I know I'm supposed to be on keto, but this is my kryptonite. They were very good. They tasted a lot like a pumpkin spice bread that a friend of mine makes every year. And they were so good. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. And thank you, Ellie, for hosting this challenge. Don't forget to check out the playlist. And until next time, bye, y'all.